So much for joining for our conversation on the power of self-love. My name is Nadia Touch. I'm a health coach. And this video is for our Friends in Health Facebook group. So if you are on your wellness journey and you want a daily motivation and support by like-minded community of people, feel free to join us. Hello, Oksana. Thank you for watching. So, it's a human nature to want to be better, to want something more, or actually to want something less, depending what it is. Maybe we just want to be more happier, or maybe we want to be smaller, which means lose some weight. Maybe we want to make more money, or we want to have more love, or we want to have less stress. So it's either more or less. So it's always like there's always something more or less that we want. And so I'm inviting you to look at your goals of 2018. So what's on your goal list? Let's have a conversation. Put in the comments maybe 3 most important goals that you have for 2018. So for me is to grow my wellness business, is to have financial literacy, is to keep my healthy habits. So what are your goals for 2018? And maybe it's finding a job that pays more, maybe it's losing 10, 20 pounds, maybe it's have a better relationships, more friendships, better friends. So I'm curious what it is. And so once you type it in, I want to ask a question. Why did you put those goals for this year? Why? So let's say if you say my goal is to lose 20 pounds, say because. Usually I hear I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to have more energy, or I want to lose 10 pounds because I will feel better looking at myself in the mirror. Or if I say I want to make extra $3,000 a month, I will have more things I can do, or more money I can do. So what is it that's your goal, and why? I have a goal because. And now I'm inviting you to actually look at your response, the second part of it, when you said because. Why is that? What's underneath your goal? Why? So read that, be present to the answer. Let's say if you say that I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to be, I just want to love myself more, or have more self-confidence, is reflect on why is it that you want? Is it based on like not liking yourself where you are right now, not liking who you are right now, maybe not accepting yourself right now at this point of life? And so we're talking about not the circumstances, right? Because there's always circumstances that will always be there. If something disappears, there's another circumstance that will show up. So we're not talking about the external circumstance, which is also actually can reflect on you're liking yourself, or you're loving yourself, or you're accepting yourself, right? And if you're not present to that, you can actually go that way. You will always be looking for an external something or someone to make you feel happy, loved, and more. And if when you read your response, I have a goal because, and if that response is really based Just kind of be with it. Is it based on you not liking yourself right now? Is it just you cannot accept yourself who you are right now? Then where you're putting yourself is in that journey towards reaching your goal, but the journey is, you remember when I talked last time, it's really the power of the journey. It's not the goal that we're reaching, it's who you're becoming in that journey. It's having that transformation while you're on the journey. But if you're creating your goal based on not liking yourself right now and only waiting for that goal to happen in order to like yourself or be happy or be confident, be sufficient and successful, then you're creating that journey as a struggle, as a fight. I'm fighting for my independence, for my freedom, for whatever else. You're creating a journey to be unhappy, to be judgmental. So it's really what you want in the future in order to reach that goal. It's almost like you're fighting towards it, and there's really no peace in the fight. You're fighting against it. So let's talk about the journey. It's not waiting for the goal to happen so you can be that. It's creating so you can be that while you're on the journey, because it's about the journey to make it fun, to make it somewhat easy, and because of that, your goal may be reached faster. It's who you're becoming in the journey. It's that transformation of your journey. When you're transformed, you will reach your goal with ease, with fun, with just like freedom. So point number one, what's love? Everybody wants love. The world is moving on love, but what in the world is that? There's so many songs about that. So why and what is it? So I'm actually curious, what will be one word that, or maybe a sentence, how do you describe love? What is it for you? What is love for you? Very curious. So what is it? Type it in the comments. You know, it took me a while when I went to one of the courses talking about the love. This was a struggle for me. I don't know. Feeling good. And what love for me is acceptance. It's acceptance. So self-love is really self-acceptance. It's accepting who you are right now, this moment. Yeah. So it's owning and accepting your body at this moment right now. You want to change? Don't. How about improve on where you are right now? And you start improving by putting that self-love within yourself, for yourself. Now, you can't improve if you're self-loving. You can't improve if you're fighting towards that goal. I mean, you can, but it will be a constant struggle. And it's just not fun and it's not sustainable. Most likely you will just give up on your dream and your goal. And create, layers of unhappiness. So the more you try to change it, the more you build on that and you receive that. So let's build on self-acceptance, self-love. The more you build on that, the more of that you receive. So I actually have an exercise for you. So You may say, yeah, well, kind of makes sense. So how do I do that? Because it's like brushing teeth. You gotta do that every day, otherwise it may disappear. It's just a part of our animal critter brain survival. It will not be present if you don't practice it. So here's one exercise. It's called, I believe it's called something like mirror exercise. So how to practice self-love. You stand in front of the mirror and you look in your eyes, see yourself. I know that inside chatter will be happening, so just let it be there, let it go. Don't fight with it. Don't fight with your inside chatter. Come back to looking in your eyes and just simply say to yourself, I love you. I love you. Say it as many times as you need to actually hear yourself and get it. Say, I love you. Right looking into your eyes. I love you. First time it might be awkward and weird. Oh, do I really have to do that? It might be very difficult, but the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. It's like imagine you're getting on the bike first time that you don't know how to do. With me, it's swimming. If you put me in the water, it will be a struggle first time. Maybe I will even drown. I won't be able to do it. But the more I do it, the more I practice, the easier it becomes. So practicing that simple I love you in front of the mirror and getting it and hearing yourself is a fun and easy exercise. All right, you can do it twice a day. You can do it right before you brush your teeth or after with a fresh breath. So point number 2 is own it. So what is owning it? You know, I hear a lot that you want to lose weight. Yeah, but you have a goal to lose it. How can you lose what you don't have? Own your weight right now. When you own it, then you can lose it. Imagine you have $5. How can you lose $5 if you don't have it? Only when you own it. You see it, you accept it, then you can lose it because you have it. So own who you are right now. Love it the way it is now. Build on that self-love and start losing it. If it's the way that doesn't belong to you, own it. And then let it go with love. Let it go with love. And the point number 3 just came to me. Yeah, how about, yeah, you're saying all that kind of sounds fun, but you know what? I got a family, I got children, I got priorities. I got to do all that stuff. Well, maybe I need to go to work out. Yes, but it takes time. I need to make a dinner for kids. And doesn't it sound like egoistic to love yourself so much and not giving it to others before? Or, I mean, just egoistic. Well, imagine that. That's actually what happened to me in the past, back when I had my second baby, is when I spent my time devoting to my family first. I put all my attention to them, and the most important person I forgot about was me, myself. So as a result, my health was going down great, and I was getting sicker and sicker, and then I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired that I ended up being in bed every month, like 7 days out of a month, every month. So I was depleting myself with that health, that vitality, with that energy, with that love, with actually who I meant to be. I was depleting myself. I didn't have enough even to give it to anyone, neither my family, neither me, neither anything else. So by not focusing on yourself first, you're really disservicing your family and others by not being 100% who you are. So in order to give 100% who you are, you got to fill your own cup. Fill your own cup with love, with vitality, with aliveness and health, and then you have enough to give to others. And when you give it to others, you're giving it fully 100% of who you are and who you can be. That sounds fun. That sounds authentic. All right. So I am wondering, what would be the ways that you can practice in order to fill your own cup with aliveness, with self-love, with vitality? Maybe there is already something that you practice every day. What is it? Give us some recommendations. There are probably plenty of ways. For me, it would be meditation. Actually, number one is exercise. That is my amazing stress relief. Gives me that boost of happiness hormones, and I know after I had my workout, I am happy. With meditation, I bring peace to myself. I love you exercise, works amazingly for me. Gratitude journal in the morning, in the evening, brings that self-love for me as well. So what are your ways? Share with us. Maybe we can also want to take it on. Write it down in the comments. What are the ways that you fill your own cup? Okay, so to summarize, why is it important to develop self-love to the 100% potential? Because when you do that, you have plenty to give to others. So self-love is really self-acceptance. Love yourself who you are right now at this moment. Own it, improve on it, fill your own cup so you have enough to share with others, or plenty to share with others. So this conversation can go more and more, longer and longer. There's really so many ways we can take it on and develop it. And I invite you to join my different kind of newsletter. I used to have a monthly newsletter with just basic information about some healthy tips, products, etc. But I am launching, I have not yet, it's almost ready, a different kind of newsletter. It's very similar to what actually you hear from me right now. It's a conversation where I share my life journey, my discoveries, my experiences with you, and always look forward to your comments back. So I already posted a link. Sign up for a different kind of newsletter at nadiatouch.com/newsletter. I look forward to seeing you there. So hopefully this week it will be out, if not in a week and a half. Different kind of newsletter where we are going to have a conversation about healthy lifestyle as a whole. Because it's not just that little piece of health. It's your health and life puzzle. What it includes, there are plenty of areas. All right, and in our Friends and Health Facebook group, it is a month of April. We're going to have a challenge. It's a free challenge on greens challenge. That's the first time I announce it, so it will be fun. The week of Earth Day, which is April 22nd. So that week we're going to have that fun challenge. And if you would like to take a participation, lots of invitations today in our Miracle Morning group. I call it 21 Powerful Mornings for 21 Day. Let us know as well. Put it in the comments here. It's about time to get it in the practice again and strengthen that muscle and have it as a team, as a community. Support group is always fun. So thank you so much for joining our conversation about the importance of self-love and why it's important to fill your own self-love cup and how to do it. I look forward to your comments. Before you go, I also glad to hear your comments of your appreciation, insight of, or the aha moment of this video. Thank you so much for listening. Next week, there will be no live stream. I'm on the trip, Los Cabos, Mexico, and I will be back the following week with a different conversation about ways of health and wellness. So thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you in the community.